Wow, that is lagging a lot. Hello, everybody. But not as bad as Zach's camera. Whatever is happening there, I'm not sure. But a little green blob is with us tonight. Welcome, everybody. The gang is back together. We are close to the end of the year. So we got a couple of exciting episodes this week and next week. Yeah, very excited. Thank you for everybody who watched the Game Awards with us last week. 4 hours of mostly nothing, to be honest, except for Baldur's Gate 3 winning every single award possible.
And they were nominated for.
Pretty much, yeah. And Timothée Chalamet randomly showing up at the end to give the Game of the Year. And apparently he was
Matthew
a YouTuber.
Hey.
And Matthew McConaughey. I mean, it's normal for a celebrity to show up, but they introduced him as his YouTuber name, and apparently he was a YouTuber. He made custom Xbox 360 controllers. So there's
good
that.
to know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Zach, you still with us? Looks like
Yeah,
he's...
sorry. I'm
Okay.
trying to text and get guys hotel rooms for
Oh,
tonight.
no, you're good. I just was wondering what was going on with your camera. Looks a little weird. But anyways.
I don't even see his face. Do you
Well,
see his face?
No. But it's, yeah, something. Anyways. Yeah, so tonight we get to talk about the best and the worst of 2023, from movies to games to TV shows. So that's going to be fun. But before we get there, let's get into our weeks. It's been a couple weeks. First of all, I'd like to say a little disclaimer, or a little shout out to this drink. Not what I thought would be good, but this is amazing. It's Mandarin Marshmallow, which sounds disgusting, but it tastes like kind of like orange dreamsicle, but it's got like a smoky marshmallow flavor to it. It's good. So if you like healthier energy drinks, I recommend Celsius Fantasy Vibe. Not a sponsor.
Celsius is pretty good. I've been drinking the Prime Lemon Lime, which I'm
Isn't
pretty
that-
sure is one of...
Yeah, Logan.
It's one of those...
Logan
yeah,
Paul.
Logan Paul. It's... Okay, whatever. Logan Paul's kind of whatever, but the Lemon Lime's good.
Yeah.
Hey, just say it's for KSI, not for Logan Paul.
There you go.
So
Yeah, Celsius are they're good.
yeah, they are good.
I still prefer Ghost over them.
Ghost, actually, they sounded really gross to me at first, but they're growing on me. I don't like the Swedish Fish, I think, as much as you do, but the orange dreamsicle is fire. So
yeah, the mango one. Have you gotten that one?
yes, I did. The mango one's also really
That
good.
one's good.
Yes.
And then I like the Phase Pop. That one's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like the red, white, and blue popsicles.
Yes. Yeah, I have not tried that one. I have
Yeah.
seen it though. So
It's one of my favorites. I love that one.
you know what I wish still existed was Mountain Dew Black Label. They introduced it in like 2016.
Blackout?
No, Black.
Oh,
That's
Black Label.
Black Label. It was a separate one altogether. It was only available for like 4 or 5 years, and they canceled it. But it was only available really in like universities at first. So when I was in college, that's all I drank. I lived off
That's
of that.
crazy. I did the same thing. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah.
But they also had white labels. Did you know that white label?
Yes, I did, but I didn't like it as much.
Try that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I think they had a black, white, and a green.
Yes, and green was like green apple, and it was honestly disgusting. I hated it.
It wasn't that great. No,
Yeah.
I like black the best.
Black was great.
It's like
It was smooth.
sounds like Mountain Dew is trying to like do something Scotch or whiskey related.
Yeah,
like,
well,
with the
or you know,
Black Label.
House of the Dragon, Team
There you go.
Green and Black.
No.
But yeah. Also, I'll go first here, but I have not showed this on screen because I didn't have it for a while. I was at my friend's house for like 3 months. to be honest, I totally forgot the name of the creator, but this is it was something I got at Fan Expo a few months ago. It is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as kind of classic horror characters, so it's kind of hard with the lighting. But Donatello is Dracula, Leo is Wolfman, Raphael is the Mummy, and Michelangelo is Frankenstein's monster. So it's pretty dope, and I got it signed by the artist. This is the artist. If you are into comics, you probably heard of The Last Ronin, which was a recent TMNT comic, where it's basically one turtle's left, and he carries on. It's like kind of post-apocalyptic, and I won't spoil who it is because it's kind of a fun read. But yeah, so this is the artist of that comic, so I got his signature here. So yeah, thought I'd show that off. It's just a print, obviously. It's not the real, not his actual ink, but yeah. So it's been it's been a couple weeks. I did see Godzilla -1, which I briefly talked about last week. It was phenomenal. I highly recommend everybody go see it in theaters. You got to see it in theaters if you can. If not, that's okay. But it was pretty cool with the sound, the what do you call it? Dolby sound, I guess, Dolby Atmos kind of.
I think it's Dolby Atmos.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was great. It was all in Japanese, but if you're you don't really have to. If you don't like subtitles, you don't really have to pay attention that much. It's pretty self-explanatory what's happening. But Godzilla showed up almost immediately in the movie, which is what you want from a Godzilla movie. The characters were very great, very compelling storyline. The main character was a coward, and he had a great arc towards the end, and he, had the kind of the hero's journey. The men were men, the women were women. There was no wokeness at all in it, and it was just really fun. It was a little cheesy, it was a little campy, but I really liked it. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Probably.
Wow.
Well, I shouldn't reveal my list yet, but one of my favorite movies of the year for sure. So yeah, definitely go give it a watch. I'm liking Western entertainment less and less and preferring Japanese. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
What's next? Bollywood?
Yeah, right. Bollywood's fun.
Did you see that Crazy Rich Asians movie?
I did not know. That's not Japanese. That's Korean,
it's not,
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I know but
It's
when
a
you
Crazy
said Bollywood,
Rich.
and I know it's not Bollywood either,
Yeah,
but
Crazy
it
Rich
reminded
Asians.
me of that.
Yeah. But yeah, so other than that, let's see what else. I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 3. It's been so much fun. I'm probably halfway through the game right now. So yeah, that's been a lot of my time. And other than that, I think I watched another movie. Oh, I rewatched Major League, actually, which is such a funny movie. Great movie. So not politically correct with the Indians, but yeah, it's a great one.
Don't
Wild
you mean
thing.
the Guardians?
Yeah, the Guardians. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing is playing Dark Souls 3. So, Bluey, how about you?
Are we gonna change that tonight, or did I hear that you?
Maybe.
Okay.
It's a 50-50 chance. I'm going to actually end the podcast this time, though, just in case we don't come back. Because
So there's a 50% chance that a specific part 2 comes out.
yes. So
and we'll be playing on my side, right?
yes,
my side if we work.
We will
on it?
start your world this time. So
Nice.
yes, sir.
I'm excited for that because it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I missed last week, but I was here. I was actually in the audience.
Yes, you were.
I was at the Game Awards. That's why I couldn't.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wherever the I don't
um,
even know where they are.
I was watching, and my favorite clip I sent to Biggie, um, was Dr. Disrespect. Um,
Oh yeah.
was-
His reaction
he was
to
reacting
creator of the year.
to streamer, content creator of the year
Oh my gosh.
being not a human, but a
A VTuber.
AI VTuber.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the way they introduced it was just the worst. It was
I know.
they
I
were,
was
saying
speechless, to be honest.
content
I did not.
creator of the world,
Yeah.
or content creator of the year is Iron Mouse, and they're all like, yeah, woo!
I know.
And they're like, and of course Iron Mouse can't be with us because she's in the Matrix. And I'm like,
Yeah. Like
what? And then all of a
okay.
sudden it's like, hey guys, and it's like an anime like a VTuber avatar pops up. I'm so excited to be here with you guys and accept content creator of the year. And the video that I sent Biggie
What was the
Dr.
name again?
Disrespect,
Of the content creator?
Iron Mouse.
Iron Mouse.
What the?
And
I'm gonna show it here. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
This is a real thing.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it happened.
Yeah. Let me share it really quick here.
Oh,
Was that Iron Mouse? Has she
Here you
joined
go.
us?
The Game Award goes to
Not this. The game.
Iron Mouse.
I am so incredibly honored to have been the recipient of the Content Creator of the Year award. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest heartfelt gratitude to the incredible community that has gathered around my streams. And I also want to extend a very special thanks to Vishojo, who brings all my ideas to life. Thank you so much to my team that helps me every single day. And thank you so much to the Game Awards. I still can't believe this is all happening.
And the Game Award goes
Yep.
Oh my goodness, dude.
He's like,
Like, How,
What?
yep.
bro? Like, I get like no cam like streamers. Like, one of my
Yeah,
favorite streamers
yeah.
is he actually went to no cam.
Mauler,
But,
my
like,
favorite YouTuber. Same way.
Yeah, they don't put up a fake avatar instead and like pretend to be something else. Like
Yeah.
Dr. Disrespect, like he's a different character than he is like his person. Like that's an
Yeah.
actual character, right?
Right.
And he leans very heavily into that, and that's like one thing because like he's a character. That's his content, like the character.
Yeah.
But like something about VTubers, man, it's like
It's weird.
she couldn't accept that in person.
I
You
know.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just show up in person with like a mask or something, like you don't have
That
to
would've
show
been
your
cool.
face or whatever,
yeah. I don't know. Anyways, but
Yeah. It seems
yeah, so-
non-genuine.
yeah, and so that was funny. But I was watching last week, and it was fun having Taco and Subi and Ragnarok in here with you guys.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it
Fun
was
to see
fun.
everybody in there.
Fat
And
Taco
then,
Brown on Twitch.
Yep, Fat Taco Brown.
Yep.
Yeah, give him a follow. I think he streams every Wednesday night.
He doesn't stream as
Um,
much anymore, but he's trying to get back into it. So,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
give him a follow
Use him for
anyways,
those
because
Wednesday. Yeah.
it's motivation for him to get going again.
Absolutely.
So-
He's a great Halo player. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
He made it to Mythic.
Too bad Halo
So
Infinite
anyways-
was awful.
Yeah, right. Um,
I enjoyed it.
yeah,
Of course you
watched
did.
last week's stream. Watched last week's stream. I in between then played a little bit of Fortnite.
Yep.
I'm actually really liking the new season. It's a lot
Mhm.
of fun. It's a completely different game.
Yeah.
It kind of took the best parts of Fortnite, like continued them, and then the worst parts, it kind of like made them better.
Yeah.
So it was actually like a genuinely nice refresh. There's also the Lego Fortnite, which is pretty sick. It's like Minecraft. I don't know if you've seen any of that.
Yes, I did see
basically-
there was a preview for it in the Game Awards. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the whole entire thing. It was
so-
like a couple announcements here and there, and then just previews for games I don't care about mostly.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah. I saw some of them. I don't think I saw. Oh, maybe I did see the.
I
Lego
don't think
one.
there's anything in 2024 I'm actually excited about. But anyway, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was that's cool. I haven't gotten to play it yet, but
Yeah.
I was able to play the battle royale when it came out, and it's super fun.
Yeah.
Remnant 2, playing with you, Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
Been a while
Too
since
bad
part
it
one.
won nothing.
Yeah.
At
That
least
came out this
like
year?
soundtrack. The soundtrack was great. Yeah, it came out in July.
Oh, dang.
I mean, yeah, it should have won something. It's such a good game.
It's a lot of fun, and we're like not even past.
We're not even
the
that
surf
far in it.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun so far. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I've been really busy.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that after Christmas, starting January, I'll be really freed up after launch. But
Yeah.
I picked up sketching, so trying to do some sketches and get better at that and be a little more creative in my life. I feel like I
Mhm.
need some more creativity. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Cool. Buffalo
Nice.
Bick. Buffalo Bick.
Buffalo.
Buffalo Bick.
I only
Nice.
put one F so people didn't think I was saying I'm buff.
Oh,
It's just Buffalo.
yeah. We don't want people
Right,
thinking
right,
that.
right.
Oh
we
man. Ooh.
don't
We don't want
lead
any.
people astray.
Yeah. We don't want any ladies in the chat tonight. No. This man's married.
Ladies nuts.
Yeah.
One F. One F.
Um,
Don't put any F's in the chat. No F's in the chat.
I only give one F.
Yeah.
But well, I finished Invincible, or at least caught up on Invincible.
Yeah.
I should say, not
Mhm.
finished. Have they put out a new episode yet? I have
No, January.
But-
January is when it comes
January.
back.
Oh, that's
Telling
right,
you, it's
yeah.
weird now. It's like you release 4 episodes and then you think you can wait. You can just randomly wait a month. It's like if you're gonna do that, just release it all. It's
Yeah.
not like it's a 26 episode regular, freaking show. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. It's. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Is it just to keep people?
it's. I feel like it's probably a lack of. I don't know. Talent.
Dr.
Something.
Dis.
Oops.
And
Sorry.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Not sure. Whatever.
And I played a little MLB The Show. that I
That's
got.
right.
So that's
He's a
more my.
gamer.
I'll get into other stuff maybe. But
yeah, maybe in 10
That's
years.
that's something that's familiar to me. So
Yeah.
I'd rather play something that's familiar if just to keep me interested until I can find something that I really enjoy, because I
you
haven't
go.
found anything that I really enjoy yet. But
You gotta try some new genres. Get out of RPGs then, or at least Assassin's Creed type games.
yeah,
Try
I
something
haven't played
different.
that for a long time. But I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flash. Zach.
Oh man.
Thought we lost you there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been trying to book hotel rooms and get people in apartments, and it's fun. I finished booking the rooms, and then, oh no, they can go back into the long-term apartments. It's like, well, I just booked them a room for tonight, so that's
Oh.
where they're staying tonight. Okay. so
Sounds like
let's
a fun
what did I do
week.
this week? Yeah. I really
Sounds
didn't
like
do any.
money that just gets
Ye-
thrown out. If it was
Yep,
our company, it would be like,
$200
yeah, no,
bucks.
okay, you got some place to stay? Yeah, we're canceling that hotel.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently these are non-refundable rooms.
Oh. Yikes.
So, yep. But yeah. So let's see. I really didn't do anything nerdy this week. Honestly, I've watched. Well, I guess that's actually false. I've watched a few episodes of Invincible.
Oh, nice. Have you watched season
Yeah.
1 before then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're just catching up on season 2 then.
Yeah. I think Well, has everyone here seen it, or if they're gonna watch it?
Don't believe Bluey has.
I'm
Okay.
not caught up on 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
Unfortunately.
think I'm like through episode 3. So Nathan,
Yeah.
that you should know which one that is. Big
Uh,
cliffhanger at the end.
yes.
The
yes.
bug.
Yeah.
The bug
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good. I mean, there's 4 episodes right now.
Is
Yeah,
that all there is?
including-
Yeah, I think there's just 4. So yeah, you're basically caught up. You have 1 more left.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yep. It's some big stuff happening right now. So
Mm-hmm.
too bad we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, cool. We got
Yep, it's
Arcane season 2 coming out next year.
I
So that's
cannot
exciting.
wait.
All right,
Very
you're
excited.
excited for that one.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm who the frick is texting right now?
Who do you think?
How about you turn
with
your
the hot
buttons off?
I just did. I
Hey,
Frick
turn
a
your
forgot.
sound
keyboard.
off.
Um,
Got an influencer over
Yeah.
here. He's got to
oh my gosh, I got a text. Yeah, so in January we're gonna do a what we're looking forward to in 2024. So that'll be on the list for sure. Invincible. Yeah. House of the Dragon. Should be a good year for shows actually. So. But yeah, cool. All right, so I just got one article to share tonight. I do want to mention Doctor Who, still being wacky over there. Isaac Newton is now black, and the Doctor's
Wait, was-
gay. So
I thought it was.
No,
it was something else. Not.
well, he's
Okay.
he's something. He's race swapped somehow, but yeah, they didn't really have any reason to do it at all. Actually, they just probably did it for diversity character. And the Doctor is gay now, so there's that. But yeah,
Yeah.
exciting things.
Well,
But this is kind of the big stuff that's happening. This is it happened a couple weeks ago, but we didn't obviously talk last week. So, you might have seen a video going around. This comic book store owner made a video about how everything is woke, his business is dying, and because nobody's buying comics anymore, and basically called them out for, basically he said, nobody cares about your story. We care about these characters. We want a story about Peter Parker. We want a story about Tony Stark. We don't want to see you written in the characters, which is exactly what's happening. It's why they're all upset. It's because they're basically, we're calling out them for who they are, and they don't like that. So, so Comic Book Pros mock deny complaints from veteran shop owner regarding abysmal state of the market. And they said his business is dying because he refuses to change with the times, obviously. In the latest instance of fan retailer complaints concerning the state of the industry falling on deaf, if not unnecessarily combative ears, a number of comic book professionals have responded to a public plea from a veteran shop owner of the quality of Western publishers' current output with not consideration, but rather outright derision and mockery. And here's a little clip from a page. Rich, you really shouldn't trust anything I say. Most of the time, I just make stuff up. I know. Let's scream in his face anyway. Nice. So this is the guy. This is like 30 minutes long, but there's one section I wanted to play that's really good. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it necessarily. I think it was right around this point.
Somebody good, and then they stop using them. I don't know why.
Let me turn that down just a little bit.
can definitely hear it.
Change of the guard, maybe, or change. Well, then again, there's probably different change of writers where people don't. The writers nowadays, they don't care about the characters of what the character is anymore. Most of these new writers don't have the love of comics like these older writers had, and all they care about is, how can I put myself in the book? No, we don't care what you would do if you were Iron Man. We don't care who you are. You're writing Tony Stark. You're not writing yourself in a book. If that's the case, write your own comic with you in it. No one will read it because nobody cares. People grew up
Savage.
loving
Got
Peter
him.
Parker, loving Miles Morales,
Peter
loving
Parker.
all these Captain America. We don't need you to put your input in it. Just write Steve Rogers. Don't write Steve Rogers. What would Steve Rogers be if I was Steve Rogers? That's not how it works. But that's again how most of these new people write nowadays. That's why most of the stuff is shit, because we don't care what you would do, because we don't care about your life whatsoever. Just write a book, get paid for what you do, get paid for what you're supposed to be doing, and make it a good story. We don't care. We don't.
Make it a good story.
Facts.
Go off, legend, king. That was great. So that was, a little clip of what he said.
Yeah.
I'll kind of skip down because it's probably mostly quotes. But let's see what they said. How do I put myself in the book? Towards the end, the shop owner declared, "No, we don't care." Okay, yeah, that's comic. No one will read it because nobody cares. So this was the part we were reading. And don't you guys hate how you go into a hardware store and how the guy behind the counter always tells you how much hammers suck? Yeah, okay. That's Donny Cates. He's a big Marvel writer right now. He's an a-hole. He's going to be real shocked about how all comics have been written and how writing in general works. His business is dying because he refuses to change with the times. There's a simple rule in sales. Continue the former Marvel and comics DC artists in response to a user questioning. Showing contempt for the product shows contempt for the customer. Don't do it. Sell everything like you love it. Yeah, no. That's the whole reason nerds are into nerdom is because we have passion and we love what we're into. Right. If you don't have a love for it, then what's the point?
And they're saying this is what the customer wants. They're saying, well, that's what the customer wants, so sell what they want. It's like, no, that's not what they want.
No, and they don't know because they're not in these stores talking. Like, if you've ever been in a comic book store, it's fantastic. Nerds are, debating things, having fun, laughing, talking about their favorite characters, their favorite movies, their favorite stories. It's all about the community, and these comic book store owners know the community. They know they're who they're selling to. It's not like they're clueless, They're not writing the books. They're reading them alongside the people they're selling the books to. They're part of that audience. So, yeah, telling the fan that they don't know how to be a fan, telling your paying customer that they're racist and bigots, it's not a good business model.
If you scroll up to it's this. I mean, it's this right here. Jamal Yassim guy. That's so hypocritical. Like, you are telling us every time you change, you say, no, this is like, we're making it better. This is, we didn't like the old stuff because of the misogyny or the whatever. Right. It's like, no, we as the fans love it. You're doing exactly what you're saying this guy's doing. Like, it's hypocritical. You're telling us that you don't love what we love. So like, it just doesn't make sense. I agree with the legend, the hero of the comics.
Peter Parker. Yeah. In performing his own write-off for lyric concerns, former Spider-Man franchiser Tom Brennan asserted 30-year comic book shop owner knows nothing about how comes have always been made. Comics. I think he meant comics. About how comics have always been made. Yeah, right.
But me, who has been, in this for since 2015, maybe, when all the gay stuff started. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. So basically, just a bunch of hate tweets towards him. Comic book legend Mark Millar, I don't know if anybody knows him, but he's a legend in comic book writing, did back him up, which is fantastic to see. That's great. Some of these legends from the 90s and 80s are all based. And they're all creating their own stuff now because DC and Marvel don't want them anymore. And they're sick of it. So go support those guys. Kelly Graham. Or not Kelly Graham. Kelly. I forgot his name. Matt Wagner. some of those guys. They're writing their own stuff. Graham Nolan, he's another one. Go check out those guys. They're writing great stories still, and they're just good stories. So yep. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's Mark Millar. So anyways, that happened. Yeah, I fully support this dude and fully support what he's saying. And if they don't get it at this point, it's hopeless. Disney lost like 56% of their stock this year. I mean, they're going down, and I hope they go bankrupt. I hope they sell Marvel and Star Wars, and somebody else takes over. But it's really sad, and it's kind of ironic because they're doing this all on purpose just to let it all fall apart anyways. So they're getting exactly what they want, which is sad. But
I might have to leave in the middle of this thought train, but
Oh, yeah.
speaking of Disney Plus, the Percy Jackson series starts December 20th, and I saw a review for it, and of course it was a glowing review, 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. So
all right,
we'll
so it's gonna
see.
be bad then.
Probably.
Oh yeah, Rick Riordan's all into the Disney,
Yeah, exactly.
the Disney
So.
propaganda. So nice music.
Playing
It's
some-
it's holding music. So.
Yeah.
I like jazz.
I like jazz. Yeah, so it's pretty depressing to see. The culture war is important, and it's important to speak up and keep fighting and see good, support good stuff and don't go see bad stuff. So leave that to us. Well, some of us at least.
Wow.
That actually reminds me, did y'all watch the trailer for that? I know this isn't exactly nerdy, but for the movie titled Civil War.
Mm-mm.
I didn't listen to the sound, but wait, is that the one that like America is in a civil war?
Yes. And
Yeah.
so it's going to be interesting. Couple tidbits from the trailer that I picked up on. It starts off with a 3-term president, right? Is seems to be the big bad guy, and it's actually played by the guy from Parks and Rec. I'm going to send a letter to Canada. To where in Canada? The whole country. What's it say? Canada. F-U. What's that guy's name?
Oh, Ron
Oh,
Swanson.
Ron Swanson.
Nick
Yeah,
Offerman.
Ron Swanson is
Nick
the
Offerman.
Yep.
Who's a liberal himself.
Who is a crazy liberal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's the president, 3-term president. Who does that make you think of? Because that's what they're saying Trump's going to try and do, right?
Right.
And so you've got that group, and it's basically like, I don't know, Utah all the way up the East Coast in a line. Those states are one. Florida and like Mississippi and Georgia is like one portion. And then
Yeah, the
it's
Florida
Texas.
Alliance.
Yeah, the Florida Alliance. And then the big bad, it seems from the trailer, obviously we'll have to wait for the movie to come out, is Texas and California. It said Texas and California join forces. I'm like, you morons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would never happen.
And then there's a Pacific Northwest Coalition, which that one would make sense if
Yes.
Seattle and Portland weren't part of the Pacific Northwest.
Right.
Like it's like Montana over. So it's probably going to be a whole bunch of liberal propaganda, but I'll probably
Like
see it
Robin
just because
Robin
it's
in the
gonna be
Hood.
interesting.
Did you guys hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Oh, I think I did.
Robin in the Hood.
Robin in the Hood.
So you said so wait, is Texas and California the good guys, or who's the good guys?
No, it seems to be that they're the bad guys, and they're trying to
Who's the
like
good guy?
the president or something. I don't know.
Even though he's the Trump.
No one
character?
can tell from the trailer.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's gonna be weird. And like, there's a scene where they've got this prototypical white guy, blonde hair with like those like all rose colored sunglasses, like the plastic looking ones. Kind of like not vipers. Okay, hold on. I gotta stop.
Okay.
There
It's
it
like
is.
they're all bad, and then Greta Thunberg comes in and says, "How dare you
How
all?"
dare you? Yeah. Huh. Well, interesting. Well, let's get into while Zach's holding that thought. Let's get into our main event tonight, the best and the worst of 2023. So we'll start off with movies. We'll start off with the best movies, and then we'll get to the worst. So, starting off with positives. So, I guess we can just kind of. I have like.
Okay, let me finish my thought.
Oh yeah,
If
go
you're-
for it.
if
Go
you're
ahead.
done. Okay, so he's prototypical.
No jazz
pale
music
skin.
anymore. What the heck?
No, I'm done finally. Prototypical pale skin, blonde hair, those like hilarious rose sunglasses that now all the like gun tubers on Twitter are like, okay, these are kind of sick. I know that this was supposed to be like memeing on us, but we kind of love them. And so like he's pulled because the good guys, the real good guys, the heroes of the movie are reporters, and it's like, oh come on, read
CNN.
the room, Hollywood. Nobody thinks
there it
reporters
is.
are the good guys right now.
Yeah.
So this guy's got them pulled over on the side of the road, and he's got a machine gun, and they're like, no, we think there's been a misunderstanding, we're Americans. And he's like, what kind of Americans are you? And it's like, oh my gosh,
Was he wearing a red hat too?
no,
Did he yell, "This is MAGA country"?
this is MAGA
Is
country.
is he a proud boy?
No, but
This
there
is
are
the
Boogaloo
left side.
Boys in it. There's
Boogaloo
there's a
Boys.
couple there's a couple scenes where you see dudes in Hawaiian shirts.
Oh my gosh.
So that's the Boogaloo Boys. Those are the Florida Alliance, to the surprise of
Booging
no
out,
one.
baby.
Of course. Interesting.
So, yeah, that'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
We should do like a war movie episode. I know it's not extremely. I mean, it's kind of nerdy. It's just a different kind of nerdy. It's history
Yeah.
nerdy.
Yeah. No, there's lots of good ones.
We
The
should wait until
Patriot.
after I see Saving Private Ryan, then we can do it.
Yes.
I
that's a-
haven't seen Saving Private Ryan either.
ever. Are you serious?
Ever.
What is wrong with you guys? Oh my
I-
gosh.
Yeah, how could you?
That is a
Wow.
that
I'm
is like
surprised
one of the
Gavin and I didn't watch
greatest.
that.
That is the greatest war. Well, Patriot is my favorite, but
Patriot's my
that's
favorite, too.
up there, man. That is one of the best and most gruesome
Yeah.
movies too.
Mhm.
Nick, you've definitely seen it. You watched it with, or maybe you weren't there.
No.
I don't know. Maybe not then. But interesting. Okay. All right. So best and worst of 2023, starting with movies. I have a bunch. So I guess we'll just list them off and we'll go down the line here. So, all right. So my personal top 3 favorites are number 1, Godzilla -1. It is that good. That is my number 1 movie of the year. It's fantastic. Number 2 is Sisu. Most of you have not watched it. It is amazing. It is John Wick in World War II. And he doesn't speak at all the entire time except for his one line at the end. It's great. It's only an hour or 2, I think. So it's nice length. Great movie. And my number 3 spot goes to Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. And I have some honorable mentions, but I'll say those last. So you guys go ahead.
All right. My number 1 this year, Mario.
Mario, that's an honorable mention. So
Mario.
I figured
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario is my number 1.
it's a great,
Number
it's a great
2,
one.
I would say, I would say Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Okay.
That's a good number 2. And then number 3, John Wick 4.
John Wick 4. Yep, that's also.
I just love John Wick. It's got a soft spot for me.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It wasn't
yeah,
as good as the other ones, but it was still one of the better
No.
movies of this year.
Right.
Yes.
So.
All right. Well, I got a couple of repeats. My top one, though, the one I enjoyed the most, was Mission Impossible, just because
Okay.
I love Mission Impossible, the whole franchise as
Yeah.
a whole. So it was really good, and I almost expected it to go downhill just because of everything, the franchise. And yeah, there's better Mission Impossibles, but it was
It's
still
not.
very,
It's not
very
one of the
good.
best ones, certainly. It's probably
No,
one of. It's
but-
probably a little better than 2, but it's probably right above 2. I would say in terms of.
Yeah, I'd say it's better than 2, but for sure.
Yeah, it's better than 2, but
would
not
say
better
it's-
than any
it's-
other ones.
I would say I liked it better than 3. and
Yeah.
okay, maybe better than just those two.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
6 was just so good that I think this was such a plummet from that, but it was still good. It was fun.
It was helped by Henry
Yeah.
Cavill, just because Henry
Oh.
Cavill's so awesome.
Well, sure,
But-
but it was still a great movie regardless of Henry Cavill, I thought.
Yeah.
This one was more it was good cuz it was on your toes a lot, but it was kind of a weird ending, I think. It probably could have done one movie and just like had a little longer of a movie, you know?
Yeah, sure.
So, I don't know.
But I'm excited for the next part.
Yeah.
Second was Super Mario. That was my second favorite, and D&D was my third.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. All right.
Okay, so for me, D&D was my favorite.
Yeah. It's great. I just rewatched it. It's so good.
I didn't watch a lot of movies this year, so
Yeah.
D&D was my favorite. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. I just love the Transformers series.
I almost put that on one of the worst as one of the worst movies of the year because it's not good, Zach. I'm sorry, it's not.
It may not be good, but my list of picks was very small.
Fair
Well,
enough.
Okay.
I guess I could take that off, honestly, and put Fall of the House of Usher up there.
That's a show. That's not a movie.
I know. I don't have a big pool of
right.
movies to pull
No,
from.
no,
Nathan.
keep it then.
Yeah,
Keep it
it's
then.
it's one of your personal favorites, so that's
This is
fine.
your list.
Okay.
Yeah, we can vote.
Okay.
We have reserved the right to roast you. But it's your
That's
list.
totally fine.
As
And then
nerds, we have the
number
right
three-
to roast you.
Yeah, and then number 3 was The Doom That Came to Gotham. I like that a lot.
Never heard of that. Is that an
It was a
animated movie?
Batman animated movie.
Oh, I have
Oh.
not been paying attention to those just because I figure they're all bad now.
It was good. It was cool. It was like a
So-
apocalyptic DC with like Constantine and
Nice.
it was what is the Cthulhu guy? Lovecraftian bad guy. It was cool. I liked it a lot. It was
Is
fun.
that on HBO?
Brainiac?
Mm-hmm.
The
I'll have to watch
Doom
that.
of Gotham?
The Doom That Came to Gotham.
Oh, I saw that on
Oh, wait
Yeah.
a sec.
Cthulhu. Oh, you know who plays Batman or voices Batman is David Guntoli, who's Grimm, who plays Nick Burkhart in Grimm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Super weird ending.
Oh,
Mhm.
you watched it.
I did watch it. I forgot. Yeah, that I did watch that. Yeah,
So
I
who
did not
was-
like the ending. I
who was
thought
the
it was
villain?
a good up until the ending.
Wait, what was the ending again?
Well, don't spoil it. I'm gonna watch
he-
it.
Okay.
Hold on. Doom
Who was the villain
Gotham.
though?
Well, that's part of the weird thing.
Oh. I mean, I would probably know, but I just
Well, Roz is in it, but
it's Raish actually.
Raish, sorry, whatever.
Oh, so it's kind of like he
Oh,
becomes
that's right.
he becomes the thing.
Yeah.
is that Ra's al
Say
Ghul
again?
becomes a monster or something.
Yes, I believe that's what happened.
Yeah, that does.
Was it Raish that became it? Yes, it was.
That makes sense. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. And
That's
then
right.
he,
And Oliver
well,
Queen
that's not
was,
the weirdest
Oliver
part.
Queen's in it too.
Okay.
That's
Right, which I
right.
do-
Oh,
yeah, I do
that
like
was
him.
actually sweet.
I love how this is on your list. You're like, oh, that's right. All these things happen in this movie that I'm talking
I
about
just
right
remember I liked it. Okay.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was
Yeah.
really good up until the end, I thought.
Yeah, it's on my
What
list,
was
so
it?
I'll watch it. But maybe I'll watch it tonight. We'll see
Yeah, that's right.
We're playing Remnant tonight.
if my
That's
freaking
right,
thing
that
works.
is-
50% chance
yep,
I'm
yep, yep.
watching this.
I do
50%
remember
chance
the
I'm
ending
playing
now.
Red
Yeah,
Dead
the
2.
ending's kind of weird, but I mean, I'm okay with the sacrifice. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Um.
We'll have to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. So I had some honorable mentions. So Super Mario Bros. Is on there. I really love Super Mario Bros., but I think I love the other ones better. So, not to say it doesn't deserve that spot. It is a great movie. Oppenheimer, I really liked. Mission Impossible. Extraction 2, great movie.
Oh, I still have to see those.
Zach, you watched? Yeah, you
mhm.
watched that. I was surprised that wasn't on your list.
Yeah.
Mm,
Again,
lower
I
than
forget
those
half the
others,
movies I
but-
watched too.
But I would put Guardians 3 as a middle of the road.
And I was gonna say,
mention.
Guardians 3 is
That's-
a pity
that's not
kind of
honorable.
offer to them,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
because it was mediocre. I wouldn't say it was one of the worst
Yeah.
movies of the year, but it wasn't great either.
And Across the Spider-Verse was.
And that one too.
I didn't see that.
I mean, there was a ton of mediocre movies this year that I wouldn't say were good or bad. So, but
Right.
and again, these are our list, so this is not to say because like there are some worse ones on here that we did not watch but deserve top place probably for some of these things. So, yeah, I'll mention them, but they're not necessarily ones we've watched. So, all right, so let's move on then to the worst movies of the year. My number one was The Marvels, of course.
Yep.
Awful movie. Then
It's funny,
Ant-Man.
all your worst ones. I was gonna say most
They're all
of your worst ones
superheroes.
are probably gonna be ones
They're all
that I just didn't
superheroes.
see.
Oh, really? No, you've seen most of these. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is the second worst movie of the year. That was a hard decision though. I feel like Marvel's is probably a worse movie, but Ant-Man pissed me off more. And then Blue Beetle. That was the third worst. So, yeah.
Nice.
I'll only mention one of these. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is probably the worst movie of the year, but I did not see it. But from
Yeah.
what I've heard, that had to have been the worst movie of the year, hands down.
My list is
Maybe
one
The
really
Marvels,
long
but
'cause
yeah.
I didn't see very many movies again, so Ant-Man is
Yeah.
my worst for sure.
Right.
It was
That-
trash.
It was awful.
Same with my list. I didn't see very much, so Ant-Man's at the bottom just because I haven't seen a lot.
You saw Blue Beetle?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, I thought you did.
Nope.
Tyler, you saw it.
No.
What?
I didn't want
swear
to.
one
bro.
of you watched it. Maybe not. Okay.
Listen, my contract only covers certain things.
But
That was not one of them.
All right.
Yeah, my
Batman's a
all-time worst.
fascist. You didn't want
Yeah.
to
The
see
contract
that?
only requires. certain
Yeah,
things.
only requires blockbusters. None of these offshoot. Yeah. No.
Did not see Blue Beetle. Marvel's definitely the worst for me.
Yeah.
Second worst. Third worst. Transformers.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty
I'm
bad.
sorry. The only redeeming quality, the reason I moved it from second worst to third worst, is because the ending tying in with GI Joe.
Which was
Right.
so
There's
random.
hope. There's hope.
Really
there.
random.
It was super random.
You know what I really want them to, again, this is going to date me, but I really want them to make a Power Rangers 2. You guys make trash that movie. That movie was
I haven't seen
awesome,
it,
and
so
I will
I-
stand by that.
I cannot say
It
anything.
was
I have not seen it.
So cheesy, so cheesy. But
So
it
is
was
Pacific
so
Rim, though.
good.
So
Yeah.
No,
I
always
love-
gotta throw it under.
I loved Power
Don't touch
Rangers.
that. Don't touch that.
I will touch it all I want.
Ooh.
What was your?
That's not part of the contract.
Yeah. What was your number 2
Uh,
then? You skipped 2, Tyler.
I know. I mean,
Did you not
I
have a
didn't
number
see
2?
no. I.
How
I
can
mean,
you
I
say
really
you
saw it.
have a 3 but not a 2? That makes no sense.
Listen. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go see Hunger Games on.
Oh, so
Sunday.
you're reserving a spot.
I might be reserving the spot. You never know.
Yeah.
I don't
Um,
know if it was
but-
one of the worst movies of the year, but I'd say it's probably
What?
mediocre. But
I haven't seen that many movies though. More than Zach, but I haven't seen like crazy amount of movies. So
Yeah.
What
I've seen a lot this
else,
year.
what else have we seen, Biggie?
Oh, I mean,
Well,
You-
there's The Flash, which is not going to be one of my worst, but it's an honorable mention for not middle of the road, but not the worst.
65 I saw. I'll just say these other two. So The Flash is an honorable mention.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, maybe,
go
maybe
ahead.
let Zach and I do ours. So I was gonna say the
Maybe let
Ant-Man
Zach
was-
and our dudes are. Hey, you already went. I thought you got yours out. My
Oh,
bad.
I said Ant-Man was the worst.
Okay.
Then Transformers: Rise of the Beast,
Okay.
and then the Meg 2.
The Meg 2. I did not see that.
It-
Wow.
It was entertaining at times, but it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I just love Jason Statham. I didn't see it though.
He is good.
So
He's
my
funny.
my list is one movie long. Ant-Man. So there you go.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
didn't know you had more. Yeah, so Indiana Jones, The Flash, and Shazam 2. I'd say are my honorable mentions for the worst movies of the year. But yeah, so 65 was not great. That was pretty mediocre.
Entertaining. I would
Yeah.
say.
Fast 10 was actually kind of a good movie.
I
Very
actually like that
entertaining.
one.
Not a good
Jason
movie,
Momoa, and that was
An
kind of funny.
entertaining movie for sure. Yeah.
but right.
Yeah, Spider-Man, we talked about. Barbie, not the worst movie, but not great either.
Right.
So, The Nun 2, I saw.
You watch Barbie?
Yeah, I saw Barbie. I did the Barbenheimer.
You know what? I actually had the opportunity to watch Barbie on the plane, and did not. I watched The Equalizer 3.
I heard that was a great movie, actually. So
It was actually really good. So honorable mention for me.
there you go.
I actually
Nice.
forgot that I watched that one. Honorable mention. It was really fun. I love Equalizer, and I love Denzel Washington. Great movie.
Nice. You know, Barbie was actually pretty funny. I did laugh a lot in Barbie, but the ending was trash. So the message was terrible in that movie. But the humor was actually pretty good. So Nick, you saw it. You saw Barbie.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree
Hey
with that.
there, Barbie. Let's
statement.
go, Barbie.
And then let's see, Five Nights at Freddy's was pretty decent.
Oh, I did not see that.
I want to see Killers of the Flower Moon really badly. That's the Scorsese movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. Haunting in Venice came out, which I wanted to see. Gran Turismo I heard was pretty good. But yeah, so those are some
Gran
of the ones.
Turismo, that's the one about the gamer racer, right?
Yeah. It's based on the game.
Did anyone see
Sounds like Zach
shoot.
showering.
I
No,
know.
I'm
I
doing-
thought that
I'm
too.
doing dishes. No, did anyone see Napoleon?
No.
No, I heard it wasn't. I heard it fell short.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of one. Dang it. That was good.
Yeah, missed its mark.
Yeah.
No, I heard. You know,
I couldn't stand up to the. other-
yeah, it didn't stand up to its
Couldn't-
expectations. I heard he's actually was not that short. He was like 5'5" or 5'6".
He was pretty average.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
No.
I think it was actually. I think it was actually
Zach, aren't you
taller.
5'7"?
Yeah, Zach
I'm
wants to.
I think I'm 5'7", maybe 5'8".
It's like
No, I'm
Napoleon's
5'8",
shorter.
5'8". No, I'm 5'8". No, he was. He was like 5'8", 5'9". That was just short for that time.
Sure.
Maybe
sure.
5'6" or 5'7".
Still
He
is.
was in that
George
like
Washington.
5'6" to 5'8".
Yeah. Still is. Short kings.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just saying that from my 6'4" throne.
Yeah.
you
Get
know?
out of here. Sit down.
How tall are you? How tall are you, Nick?
6.
Nice. Yeah, I got respect for people at 6 foot.
Tristan is supposed to be 6'2" at 18.
Anyways, so
Wait, did you hear what I just said?
yes, I did. I was kicking
Yeah.
Tyler out. Sorry. Tristan is supposed to be
I'm hope-
6'2".
6'2" at age 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for
I
him.
hope so. Mm-hmm.
One of the few homers that'll reach good big heights. Nick's one of
Great
those few.
things.
He's going for the record.
I am 5'9" or 5'10". I haven't checked in a while, so I'm Napoleon sized. That's okay. It only
haven't
means
measured
that
for a
if I actually worked out, I would get swole very fast because I am short.
That's true. That's true.
So,
Still love
It
you.
also means you'd be the perfect height for U.S. Special Forces.
there you go.
They want guys who are in the
Except I can't
5'8".
swim. So
They want guys in the 5'8", 5'9", 5'10" range because it's actually easier to mass produce stuff for that height, right? They don't want guys who are huge outliers.
yeah,
Or not mass produced, but it's like you can use more stuff because you're average size,
yeah.
right? So they actually prefer guys, and you take up less space in the helicopter. So,
They
True.
can fit more of you.
Yeah.
yep. So there you go, Nathan. You've got your career
I
path laid out.
I have a
Join
terrible
Special
back
Forces.
though, so I would not be able to crouch and be stealthy. I'd be ah! Shot. So, no. All right. Any other movies that you guys can think of?
That's all I saw.
I will say there are actually more movies, better movies than worse movies for me this year. So, shows on the
Right,
other
yeah,
hand is
last-
a completely different story.
Last year I feel was just like a bloodbath with what we
Oh yeah, 2021 and
had to rank.
2022 was just like everything was
To be
coming out.
fair, we were recovering from COVID.
Well, that's my point. It was all coming out at the same time. So yeah, all the diarrhea
it's
was
the-
spilling out at the same time.
right. It was
We
the
were
year of She-Hulk.
constipated. Yeah, it was the year of She-Hulk. Yikes. The worst
my
Marvel property of all time. She-Hulk.
Right.
All right, cool. So let's get into some shows. So, what?
I forgot what shows. I don't even remember what shows came out.
Oh, really? I have a ton on here actually. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
I'll
need
spark
to
your
amend
memory
my
here.
list. Yeah.
All of my favorite shows were animated. So that says a lot. So my number one, no surprises here, is One Piece. Actually, I guess that's not animated. That is live action, but the live action One Piece on Netflix was so good. I got my mom to watch it, and she loved it. So I recommend it for anybody here on the panel to go watch it. Yeah, I actually haven't really given a review of that, but I've been waiting for these guys, these losers. Still have not
Give
watched
me your
it.
Netflix password and I'll watch it.
You have my Netflix password.
I know, but it
Well, just ask for it then. You don't have to wait for me to give it.
He's like,
Are
what are
you
you doing right
encouraging
now?
people to share Netflix accounts on a podcast, Nathan? You're gonna
Yeah,
get in
you
trouble
know-
with Big Netflix.
They, well, first of all, I don't care. They can kick me off, and that'd be kind of funny if they did. But they kind of stopped caring about that.
Rescinded it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not really a thing anymore.
probably
Um,
because people are like, okay, fine, I'll just.
That's literally
Not
it. It was too much
do it.
backlash.
Yeah. I mean, they already charge you so much money, so it's like, I
Yeah.
better be able to share my password. So I can split the subscription with people.
Make some money off of this.
Yeah. Yeah, so One Piece, great show. Every character is amazing. I like thinking about rewatching it, honestly, which if I do, you guys should all watch it so we can actually review it together. That'd be great. Attack on Titan final season is my number 2 pick. Amazing. I cried several times. Just great way to end the whole show. They did not flop.
He's not a crier.
I am definitely a crier, actually, but
I'm trying to make it sound better.
yeah, no, it's okay. And then Invincible season 2, at least half of it. So those are my.
First
Those
half.
are,
The
Yeah,
yeah, the first half, like Immortals. Never mind.
oh
I
yeah,
won't.
yeah, yeah. Bluey.
So I decided I'm going to do just my favorite anime that I've watched this year.
Fair enough, because you
Um,
watched 12 animes.
Yeah. Um, yeah. And I was actually thinking about one today that has a special place in my heart. So number 3 is My Hero Academia. I
I'm
love
about
that
to
one.
start it.
It's so good.
Once I
Yep.
get through Last Airbender, which actually I guess I forgot to mention that. I have been watching that. So
Oh, and
it's good. I'm almost through season 1. So
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one I absolutely love. Number 2. Sorry, I'm getting my notes here. Number 2, another anime. Of course, all of them are anime.
all of them, man.
Number 2 is actually Attack on Titan.
There
I'm
you
putting
go.
that one at number 2. Yep, it was fantastic. I loved it.
Was Demon Slayer gonna be your number 1?
Demon Slayer is number 1. I will say it's a toss up between 1 and 2, and
Yeah.
here's why. Demon Slayer, I love it. It's great. I love the story better. It's like I love it, but there's just so like this arc specifically, the last one. It was so bad at like wasting time.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like this season over how many episodes were in this season? 8, 10?
Of the last arc, you mean?
Yeah, the Swordsmith Village arc.
Swordsmith Village. I forgot. It's been
I think it's like 8 to 10
several
episodes.
months.
It's like it took 8 to 10 episodes
Yeah.
for like, and like
Yeah.
5 of those episodes, it was like an hour of like their world. You know, just
Right.
like that's how much time was wasted.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. The entertainment
so
arc
I
was a
big
lot
fan
better.
of that. Yeah, but yeah, I mean AOT was fantastic, and I didn't
AOT
cry.
is a better show, I think.
I didn't cry, but I think I
Because I'm not a
enjoyed
wuss.
Demon Slayer more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a toss up. 1 and 2. That's 1 and 2. You decide what you want with that.
Yeah. Well, no, only Attack on Titan actually came out this year, but I'll give you that.
No,
But-
Swordsmith Village came out this year.
Okay, that is fair.
Sorry.
Actually, you're right. You're right. My Hero did not, though. I don't think. Right?
Actually, I know. I think their last season came out this year too.
Ah, frick. All right. Whatever. You found a loophole. Fine.
I did. I
Um.
did. Yeah, because
yeah.
I didn't throw up Haikyuu because that one didn't come out this year at all.
Mm.
I think that was last year. But that
Okay.
one's like my all-time favorite anime.
Actually, I'll throw. Actually, this reminds me. I'll throw Mashal in there as an honorable mention.
Oh, Mashal's
because
honor. Yeah,
that
I
did
like
come
that.
out this year,
That
and
was
that was
fun.
amazing. So
That one's fun.
yeah, that was
I
really
like it.
funny.
Cream puff.
You know, I'll give all of those honorable mentions then, or except for My Hero.
Yeah.
I guess I'll give Demon Slayer
welcome.
honorable mention because yeah, I did watch the entire
Yeah.
thing this year, and it's amazing. The art style is so good too. The animation itself is probably my favorite animation in any anime. So
Yeah.
it is so
honorable
good.
mention.
Just like
for
the
me
way-
would be,
They have the swords moving with their like combos. You know, it's so cool.
yeah.
Their art.
Honorable mentions would probably be Goblin Slayer, and then not even close to this year, but Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Honorable mention.
Nah, it doesn't count.
But
It's good
no.
though. It is good.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right, Nick.
Well,
Bick?
I really cannot remember what happened, what shows came out, but the only good one I remember is Invincible.
Okay.
I guess
I
season
do-
2, but I also watched season 1 for the first time.
Yeah. I had Bad Batch season 2, so I think you watched that one, right?
Oh, yes, I did watch
Yeah.
that. Okay, but that was this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was at the
Okay,
beginning March.
that-
We
All right,
reviewed it.
that was decent.
Yeah.
For sure. In light of everything else that's come out, that's definitely a good one.
It was one of the better ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I know it wasn't this year, but I think I watched Arcane this year at the beginning of this year, or was that last
Yes,
year?
you did. You did.
Yeah, and that was. If we're, I would rank that even better than Invincible, but it didn't come out this year.
Yeah, it's hard
I
to
liked
say.
it better.
I think I
Oh,
like
it's so
Invincible
much
better.
than Invincible.
I disagree, but
I wouldn't say so much better, but I think I did enjoy it better.
better art style. but not a better story, I don't think.
See, I like League of Legends as a game, so that's probably
Yeah, I
why
mean, that's fair.
enjoyed it a little bit.
You have
mean,
a connection to it.
There's nothing wrong with the storyline of Invincible. I think it is a great story, but it's more simplistic. I mean, it's more just like this guy's an a-hole, and
But
he-
it's that it's so like provocative. Like it just stuff happens, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
That's the
that's
best
true.
part
You're
of it,
like,
I
holy
think.
crap.
Yeah.
I mean, the end scene, the end credit scene of episode 1 of the entire show was the most shocking.
And it set the
even
tone.
though I knew it was coming, but still,
Right.
you're right. It set the tone, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Um,
that's all I got.
Zach?
All right. Did House of the Dragon come out last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I watched it this year, so I'll
Yeah.
put it. I won't put it number
You know,
one.
forget the rules, I guess. Rules don't matter, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
I think my favorite.
Best of
show-
2023, 2, 1, whatever. Last
It
5
did come
years.
out
COVID.
this- Fall of the House of Usher.
Yes,
I
that-
definitely-
yeah.
I liked it a lot. It was really good.
Yep, it's on
and
my
then
list.
I put House of the Dragon number 2, and I would probably put Gen V number 3.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You watched? I thought you didn't watch it. You just watched some of it?
No, I watched the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
Cool.
I finished it. I hadn't last time we talked about it, I think.
Yeah. Nice. I would also give Vikings Valhalla Season 2 an honorable mention. It was pretty decent. Tyler and I reviewed that earlier in the year. That was Tyler's first appearance on the podcast. And then The Last of Us, I would give an okay rating. It was okay.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
terrible, but it was okay. I didn't finish it, but I guess I'll give it that. So,
fair enough.
but yeah. I am excited for Demon Slayer Hashira training arc in sometime next year. So I will probably be rewatching the whole thing again.
And My Hero Academia Season 6.
And I got to catch up on that. I got to watch Last Airbender before that comes out, live action. So there's lots of anime to watch. But yeah. Sword art. That's the word, right? I think it's called sword art or something like that when they're...
Sword Art Online?
No, not that. Like when the Demon Slayers are using their sword magic. What is it called?
Oh,
I thought it was sword art or something like that. I don't know. Maybe not.
no, it's like their demon.
Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Whatever.
But yeah. So that was great. All right. Cool. The worst shows of the year. This is gonna be the stuff we've talked about the most. This was really hard to rank for me though. So I've been going my favorite first, or number one first. I'm gonna go opposite here. So I have 5 worst shows of the year, and then I got a few more honorable mentions that I did not watch, but I feel like should be mentioned. So, number 5 for me, which I don't think anyone here has watched, is The Witcher Season 3. I
watched it. It was
Okay.
not great.
Yeah, I would. It's probably the one I care about the most, but it wasn't as bad, which says a lot, as everything else.
Yeah.
But it still just cucked The Witcher,
Oh.
Geralt.
Geralt was in it like 40% of the time. It was ridiculous.
He wasn't in the finale, and
At
that
all.
was his last season. He wasn't even in the last episode. And in the second to last episode, he was injured the entire time and did
Yep.
nothing. So I don't even think I finished it, actually. I just refused to watch the rest of it.
Liz and I were watching it, so we finished it, and I'm just like sitting there hoping he's gonna come make a miraculous recovery and save the day. And nope. We're just gonna make it all about Siri.
Yep. Sari and Yennefer. What it is, I am replaying Witcher 3 in Death March mode, which is the hardest difficulty. So I'm like, I need actual good Witcher content. So, but yeah, so that was disappointing,
You should read
and
books.
I am reading the books too, actually. I am on book 3 or 4, something like that. My number 4, which is probably going to be on everybody else's list, is The Mandalorian season 3.
Yep.
It was very bad. Still not as bad as other stuff, but I'll put that up there. Number 3, Ahsoka. Number 2, Loki season 2. And number 1, Secret Invasion, which I couldn't even get past the second episode. It was so bad. So, yeah, that is my list, my top 5.
It's almost mirror. It's almost exactly my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine again. Less pool to pull from. Number 1 would be Secret Invasion because I also couldn't get past the second episode. Number
Yep.
2 is Mandalorian, and
Yeah.
then number 3 is Witcher. So
Yeah.
I just didn't watch the.
Ahsoka's not up there.
I didn't see.
You didn't
it.
watch
I
it.
didn't even- dude,
Oh.
I am so out on Star Wars. There's after the Mandalorian season 3, I'm so out on Star Wars.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Didn't even waste my time.
You watched some
Yeah.
of Loki, though, Zach.
Yeah, and I don't hate it, but apparently I haven't watched far enough. yet.
Oh, yeah, you have not watched. I mean, I'm surprised you liked what you've watched. But, yeah, the ending was atrocious.
I'm okay with time travel storylines. I don't
Well,
know. And I
it's
like
not even
the
that.
actor-
That was.
That's not
I
even the
like
part,
the
though.
actor who plays Aurora Boris or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Oh yeah, he's the best part of the show.
Him and Chad. We like Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Number 3 for me was Mandalorian season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 for me was Ahsoka. And number 1 for me was Loki.
Yeah. Yep.
The only reason it's in that order is because I have a special place in my heart for Star Wars.
Yeah. You have a little more hope, optimism
new
for Star
hope.
Wars.
You
Yeah.
have a continuing hope.
a continuing hope. That is, I feel like not worth hoping for, but
Hey, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
I'd rather be a pessimist, a realist.
I guess number 4 was Mando, number 3 was Loki, number 2 was Ahsoka, and number 1 was Secret Invasion.
Yeah. Did you watch?
And
Did you watch that?
what?
You watched
Secret
that?
Invasion? Yeah,
Yeah.
I finished it.
Oh,
It
you
was-
did. You put yourself
did.
through that.
I finished
Bro.
it.
I didn't even do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gosh. Well, I mean, you didn't see the last episode where she's like she has every
I heard about it.
superhero's
Yeah.
power?
Yeah. I heard
Even the
about it.
Drax's tattoos too.
Yeah.
Those pass over somehow. Those are
Right,
his powers,
right.
tattoos.
Gosh, it was so dumb. It was
Yeah.
like it was like it was a video game where you get skins or something, and I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
It was so
And
bad.
she's the strongest character in Marvel now.
Right?
So
I guess so. Which hey, I mean,
Khaleesi.
at least Captain Marvel's not. So
yeah, true. She got a
I guess we
power
can
nerf
thank
in
her for
in
that.
her movie. So
yeah, I feel like even though I didn't watch it, I'm surprised you didn't mention it. You gotta put probably as the worst show Doctor Who.
it's up there. It's up there. I did put Doctor Who as an honorable mention. The Wheel of Time season 2. Robin in the Hood. But I think the number 1 worst show of the year, which I will never ever watch, is Velma. That is the worst show of the year, hands down.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everybody hated that show. Everybody on
Don't
both
forget
sides.
for movies, the TMNT movie.
Honestly, I heard that wasn't as bad though.
Really?
Yeah, I probably won't watch it, but I heard it wasn't as bad as
Dude,
we
they
thought it
just
would be.
released TMNT skins in Fortnite, and I'm just itching to go buy them, even though I don't play the game because it just is awesome.
like
They
OG
released all 4.
TMNT or
Well, they redesigned them, but they are like it is the OG style.
yeah.
They didn't totally restylize them, but they did design it, and they look sick. And
Yeah.
like so you have a harvesting tool in Fortnite, your pickaxe, right? But for each one of the 4, their weapons are their harvesting tool. So the swords, the bow staff,
Yep.
The size.
the size, and the nunchucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, super cool.
Yeah. Destiny 2 has Geralt Witcher 3 skins, which makes me want to
Yeah, we don't talk
probably
about
not play it, but
Destiny 2, though. It's
I had a so like
interested
Destiny
at
2,
least.
I just hear that the community is toxic AF.
Oh yeah.
it's actually not even the community at this point. It's the whole entire studio. So
Oh, well, there you go. So I never got into it, but I had a buddy who was like, and he was, ranked decently high in like one of the top 100 guilds or whatever.
Yep.
And he had it was basically a Captain America build. Like his character it was like a Iron Captain build, right?
Okay.
Iron Man / Captain America, had the shield, had a power suit. It was pretty awesome. So
Yeah, Bluey loved Destiny 2. And Fat Taco Brown.
Bluey loved Fat Taco Brown.
Yes.
I still do.
I still do too. Yeah. So, lots of bad shows. Next year we probably have worse stuff. The Agatha Harkness show is coming out that nobody cares about. That's had 3 name changes. I think Ironheart,
House of
maybe.
Harkness.
I don't even know what it is. Maybe.
Something with Cosmos. I don't know.
I have no clue at this point. I mean, I don't know. You might not be able to top Secret Invasion or She-Hulk, but they could probably try.
Oh, they're gonna try.
Yeah. So this year was pretty atrocious for shows.
Hold my vegetable shake.
Yes.
I'll make it worse.
Are you drinking a vegetable shake right now, or?
No. You know the saying, like, hold my beer. Like,
yeah.
They'll make it work, but they're not, instead of
But
drinking
they're
beer.
They're vegans. I see. Yeah. I was like, what?
Hold my IPA.
Hold my IPA.
Right.
Hey,
My
Nathan
vegan
likes
IPAs.
IPAs, so we can't trash IPAs.
I do like
I can
IPAs.
trash whatever I want. I've been
Right, yeah.
begging him to release me
I
from my
cannot-
contract so I have to watch these awful shows.
I tried.
It's been
sours,
fun though.
too.
It's been a lot
I'm
of
not a
fun.
big fan of sours
It
either.
has.
Yeah.
I will say, despite all the bad things happening this year, She-Hulk was still the worst.
Still the
and
worst. Yeah.
The last
Hands down.
And yeah.
And Moon Knight was
the
still
last
more
one I-
aggravating for me personally. So.
Yeah. But despite all the bad things, watching them with you guys has been fun to come every Thursday into the show, just talk absolute smack about how awful they are, has made them seem a little bit better and a little bit brighter.
Well, and speaking of Moon Knight, I know I sent it to y'all in the group chat, but for any of our listeners who actually come back and watch this, they are also turning Moon Knight into a woman, of course. And she's lesbian too, right?
In what, comics?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Probably. That's the thing. I
Everybody's
know
a
we've
woman.
talked about this too, like the all new, all different Marvel. It's honestly not even what's going to be happening. It's already happening in the MCU. It's got to get worse at this point than that. So, the new Black Captain America is coming out next year. Black Falcon Captain America.
Oh gosh.
It used to be called New World Order, which I thought was hilarious for the name. But now it's a Brave New World or something, Brand New World, something like that. So that's coming out next year. That's going to be fun.
Ford
Yeah, with Harrison Ford as Red Hulk. So
and / General Ross.
right. But yeah. What was I
it
going to
is
say?
Brave New World. I thought it was
Moon
something
Knight.
else.
I don't know.
Hey, we have House of Dragon coming out next year, though.
Yes, Hot D season 2 is probably gonna be the highlight of the year. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm very excited. Dang, just slipped my mind. You said Moon Knight. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Cool.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Let's get into some games. Oh, you said
that was a great
listeners coming. Actually, most of our audience is they're rewatchers. They never watch us live. They watch us after the fact. So
Oh,
we got
okay.
a significant amount of views last week on the Game Awards. So that's exciting.
Nice.
But yeah, games. Let's get into some games. It's probably mostly gonna be me talking with Bluey.
Yeah.
So
I played no new games this year, so I
yeah.
have nothing to add.
which is so sad because the best game of the year for me was Hogwarts Legacy, and you guys were supposed to play it and you didn't.
I know.
So
I
shame
got
on you.
busy. Did they do like a top 3 at the Game Awards? Did that even sniff like top 3?
It didn't. It wasn't even mentioned at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Got
wasn't
snubbed.
nominated for anything.
Nope.
What a snub.
I know. Which sucks because it actually launched pretty well, and
Yeah.
any kinks they had, they immediately patched. So they were very attentive to feedback. So yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah, that's a rough one. I did read an article, which I understand. I personally would have at least had it nominated for some things.
Yeah.
But it's actually pretty normal for games at the beginning of the year to not make it.
Elden Ring was released in February and won Game of the Year though. So
Okay. Also, From Software is the only studio to have 2 Game of the Award every year, so that's
true.
irrelevant. They're just a god tier studio.
Yeah.
It is very rare for games at the beginning of the year to like fill out because they kind of just fall off.
Yeah.
However, someone mentioned that the hype behind Hogwarts, because it had the trans thing behind it, it skewed its actual worthiness of Game of the Year because it was like false attention kind of. I disagree a little bit, but I can kind of see like, okay, I guess it wasn't nominated. I mean, if you think about it, there were some like design issues at the beginning. That it wasn't the smoothest launch but I don't know.
No games are anymore,
I do
really.
Everyone was playing it though. You had people like Nick Merckx who doesn't play that kind of game playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and apparently they did announce number 2, right?
Yes.
No,
yeah.
it's
it's
their Quidditch game.
Yes, but that they did announce Hogwarts 2 as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought that they announced it and said, and you may even be able to play Quidditch with your friends.
Yeah, they're gonna introduce a co-op aspect of the game, which is cool.
Yeah,
which should have been there in the first place.
I mean, PvP makes perfect sense in this game.
Yeah,
so.
it's fun combat.
Yeah. So.
anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So that was my
what
personal
was your-
favorite.
Your number 1?
Yeah, that was my personal favorite.
My number 1. Probably Hogwarts Legacy.
Wow, that was so worth it.
My number 2.
Thank you.
My number two. The reason I hesitated, Remnant 2.
Okay.
I'm actually having a lot of fun with it.
Me too.
And we haven't even gotten that far, and
No.
it's fun.
Yeah, Remnant 2 is my number 3 for the year. Number 3.
Okay.
My
My number 3 then is Fortnite OG season.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
my
have to.
favorite game of the year. Right there.
That's Fortnite season OG. The
Yeah.
OG season.
Played a
That's
whole
my
one
favorite.
night of it.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite game of the year.
Nice.
It was a blast, wasn't it?
It was so much.
Yeah.
You know, season 2 released 6 years ago today.
I
It's been
know.
6 years, and it's
The
still
fact that-
replayable.
And the kids are
The
still
fact that-
flossing.
Yeah. The fact that
Please make it stop.
Fortnite. The fact that Fortnite hasn't won best ongoing game is insane.
I know. I thought they would, but it was
It's insane.
who won? Who was
Final
it?
Fantasy.
It was
Was it
Final
Final
Fantasy,
Fantasy?
I think.
Yeah.
Which
I
that's
mean-
well deserved too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
but
and I think
man.
the thing with Fortnite too is like it kind of got missed in like the massive hype that was OG Fortnite is the fact that they are still consistently pulling in massive numbers because they introduced Lego Fortnite, the racing Fortnite, and Rock Band
Dude.
Fortnite.
I was in the Eminem concert event.
Mm-hmm.
And there were 8 million people in that event.
Yeah.
oh,
8
sorry.
million people.
It was Cyberpunk 2077 randomly won best
What?
ongoing game
Ongoing game.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
because of
actually
the
valid.
Idris Elba.
They,
yeah.
They've fixed that game.
Oh yeah, I
big
know.
time.
I know. But they did
So-
introduce the new DLC too. So
Yes.
anyway, sorry.
No, I've been watching a lot of the Lego Fortnite content, and it's basically Ark in Fortnite.
It's Ark and Minecraft, but
Yep.
Lego.
They released
Mhm.
another Ark game this year, which was
They did.
apparently
I haven't played
pretty
it
fun.
yet. My
So
Steven and my friends have been playing it, and it seems pretty good.
was it Survival
Forgot
Ascended
I
or something?
had that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nick,
I
you
still
forgot
need
you
you
have an
to-
Xbox.
I've been Zach for Christmas. You can show me how to play Ark.
Yes.
'Cause
Yeah.
I tried and I kept dying.
Yeah. It's a lot easier if you play with someone who knows what they're doing the first time. It does take a minute, but it's so much like the problem is I want to play it, but I know that as soon as I start playing it, it's like one of those games if you play PvP, you have to play every day.
Yeah.
If you go without playing one day, you're gonna get offline rated.
Right.
So
Gotcha. One of those.
I don't like
games.
PvP.
well, and PvE is fun, but it's good. It's better for learning the game for sure.
Yeah.
But there's an expiration date when you're playing PvE.
Mhm.
For the most part. So PvP is fun just because it does introduce the raiding and running from people. And one of my friends, Jake, like there's the ongoing thing. He like just always somehow ends up killing some random person's dino that's by our base, and then it sparks a war between them and us and their clan. And it never fails. He has a itchy trigger finger when it comes to people scoping out our base.
I
And
don't
so it's
blame him.
just, like,
I would
so
probably do
much
that.
Mm-hmm.
You said Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah. I follow him on LinkedIn. He does he has his own marketing company.
Not Jake.
Talapic?
Different
Oh.
Jake.
Different Jake. Okay.
Yeah, one of Steven's Marine buddies.
Oh, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
So Ark
yeah,
2
if
is
I had
coming out
actually
next year.
played it, Ark probably would have been in my top 3, but I didn't play it. So
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, Hogwarts is my number 1. My number 2 is Lies of P, and my number 3 is Remnant 2. So, yep. Which is ironic. Hogwarts is the only one I've actually finished, but Lies of P is a lot of fun. It's really good. It's just really hard.
And Baldur's Gate would probably be in there if we had people playing.
Yeah, so I had this. I had a couple honorable mentions. Diablo 4. I know everybody hated it, but I actually enjoyed playing. Super Mario Bros. Wonder was actually really fun. So that was an honorable mention. And then I'll say best games that I will or may play from this year, and I have a bunch. Dead Space Remake, Baldur's Gate 3, which I did play, but I need to revisit it. So we'll see. Sea of Stars, which is a turn-based game. Armor Core 6. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Assassin's Creed Mirage. And Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So all worthy of best games, but not on my list. So, and then worst games of the year, I only had 2 actually. My number 2 was Lords of the Fallen. It was not as fun as I thought it'd be. And actually kind of a broken game in a way. And then number 1 is, of course, Starfield. I hated that game. So,
Which is such a disappointment because I thought that was going to be one of the best games of the year.
yeah, probably the biggest disappointment. Yeah. Bluey, did you have any bad games? Worst games?
Oh dang, I forgot. Shoot. Dadgummit. All right, I gotta bump everything down.
Oh.
1. I'm sorry. Number 1 favorite game this year. Counter-Strike 2.
Oh, there you go. There it
I
is.
totally forgot it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Um,
That fits. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. That's my arc.
Yeah.
So worst game.
Rocket League.
No, I would say the last expansion for Destiny,
Okay. Fair enough.
Lightfall.
Lightfall, yeah.
Worst expansion. Yep. Which is sad because it was again supposed to be really good.
Yep.
But-
It's the biggest hypes that are the biggest disappointments when they fail. They flop. So cool. But yeah, so I will be playing Lies P and Remnant 2 obviously still. Probably Baldur's Gate 3 if we get a squad to do it. I don't want to play multiple characters. Just not interested in that. And some of these other ones I'll probably be playing. Like Dead Space, I think I'm going to be playing soon. My first survival horror game, my intro to that world, and then it'll be Amnesia,
Amnesia.
The Bunker, which did come out this year.
Is that the third one?
I
Or
don't
the
remember.
Fourth.
I think it might be fourth or something
it's-
like that. Resident Evil 4 came out this year, so I'm kind of interested in those ones. And then let's see, Dead by Daylight. I might be watching that.
Oh, yeah.
Or I might be playing that soon with Nick's brother-in-law, actually. And Nick, if he actually
I would do it with you guys if you did it.
is interested, yeah. So yeah, we'll see. But that pretty much wraps it up for best and worst of 2023. A lot of bad ones, but actually a surprising amount of good ones. So it's been mostly negative here on Talking Nerds, but in the background, a lot of good stuff. The only thing that I really want all these guys to watch, actually a couple. Movies-wise, you guys all need to watch Godzilla. It's amazing. And Sisu,
Yeah, I
if
want
you're
to.
interested. You don't have to, but it is a good one. I have it on Prime if anybody wants to borrow my login.
I would like that.
Okay. And then you all should watch One Piece for sure. You will not be disappointed. It's amazing. So, and it's only one season, so you don't have a lot to catch up on. But yeah. We'll be back next week before we break for the rest of the year. And then after that, we'll probably be back first or second week in January. Next week, I think we're going to probably do Tuesday, if that works for everybody, because Thursday is going to be traveling for some. I don't know. We'll talk offline. I could also do Wednesday, I think. But we will be talking about our favorite Christmas movies in the spirit of Christmas. So, and debating whether Die Hard is an actual Christmas movie or not. So, look,
I don't even know if we all agree or disagree.
And that's the fun.
that's that'll be discussed. So yeah, we'll talk. We'll see you guys next week. Look forward to that, and go check out our Discord server. Our anime channel actually has probably the most conversations going. So go give it a follow and check it out. Yeah. And then go check us out on all the socials. I'm trying to be more active, but it's hard to keep up with everything in life. So we're trying to do more stuff on Twitter too. But yeah, go check that out. I'll link in the description below. And with that, we will catch you guys next week.
See ya.
Peace.
See you later.
Peace.